Howdy, howdy, howdy. Today is leg day. Leg day. And it's going to be some... I don't know if we're going to do RDLs or not. My lower back has been, a little messed up recently. I feel like I always tell you I'm injured with something. But that's just how it goes when you're a union guy and you're, working in a warehouse and you're lifting all day too, along with this stuff. So... But today is going to consist of, I know for sure, leg press, along with some, like I said, maybe RDLs, but probably not. But definitely hamstring curls if that's not the case. Leg extensions, calf raises, a little abductor work, maybe. It's just the only problem with the abductors is my abductors are too strong for the machines that they have here. And I can't really get a solid workout from it because I can lift the whole stack for 15 plus reps when I'm pausing for like 4 seconds and then I'm slow on the way out. So, it's not super effective. But I'll figure it out. Because I need to do abductors more. I need to get my legs wider. But, and also I'm going to hit shoulders and abs today too. So you're going to see a little bit of everything. But other than that, let's get into it. Alright, so the main thing you're going to be hitting on this exercise is your quads. You're going to be hitting a little bit of everything, but the glutes, a little bit of hamstrings, a little bit of adductors, but it's mainly going to be quads. But we're going to be training heavy and the moderately heavy range. But make sure your form is really slow and intact when you're doing this. This is my first set, and I have the second set shown right after this, but you'll just see me right after this. I just go a little bit lighter, but the form and everything stays intact, and the intensity is the same, even though there's a little less weight. Yeah. Now we're going to be hitting hamstrings, so we're going to be doing seated hamstring curls, which is one of my favorite things to do. But the only bad one about this specific machine is if you go too far down with the leg pad above it, you get stuck on this one, which the previous video I got stuck on it. But so I had somebody had to help me. But this set, I just went the same weight, but since my legs weren't fully, locked in, I wasn't able to do as many reps as I wanted to. But train heavy and make sure your form is strict and you get a good squeeze at the top. And lean forward so you get a better stretch. Now we're going to be hitting quads again. And since we're leaning so far back, we're going to be hitting a lot of the third main muscle group at the top. It's the middle one. But we're just going to be training heavy and intense as always. Keep your form intact. Do some partial reps at the end. And do some rest pause reps at the end. Which means once you can't do any more normal reps in a row, pause for a second and then try to do another rep. Now we're going to be training calves, and the best way, I think, is the standing calf raise. Anything else is really fine, but make sure you always do the same type of intensity and form, which is kind of just you go down at the bottom all the way as you can, and just pause there for a second, and then squeeze at the top, doing moderately heavy weight, especially on standing where you can't, go as heavy as you would want to maybe on like a leg press one, but make sure you're squeezing your glutes so you get less joint and more muscle activation whenever you do this movement. Now we're going to be hitting lateral raises to hit the side deltoid. And we're just going to be control on this movement. We're going to go pretty heavy for these. I got 40s right now, but you can go anything from like 25 to 30s even and get a really effective workout. But just train to failure, do some partials at the end. And I'll train 2 sets for these. Now we're going to be hitting our rear delt, but you're also going to be hitting your traps whenever you do this too. But whenever you start feeling a lot of traps and less rear delt, that's when you stop and lower the weight. But go slow and controlled on the way back and on the way down. And whenever you're on the way back fully extended, make sure you just hold there for a second to get the most rear delt activation possible. And make sure your arms are straight out. Right. Now we're going to be hitting our glutes, and make sure you have a hunchback rather than your back straight up. And make sure you're activating your glutes by just squeezing them really hard at the top, keeping constant tension by going slow on the way down. But make sure, like I said, keep that hunchback because that's the best way to hit glutes. And if you have a straight posture up, you'll hit a lot more lower back, which is fine. And a lot of people need to hit their lower back, but in this exercise, you don't really need to do a whole bunch of weight. But yeah, just really get a good squeeze to the top. Howdy, howdy. We are done. And it's snowing, so I gotta be slow. So you guys are gonna get a little talk. Nothing crazy. I got these. Well, what I've learned is I need to take electrolytes, especially after my lifts. Especially if I do the sauna, which is what I did today. I've been trying to do the sauna more. Just because you burn a lot of sodium out of your body. And, you don't wanna, be crumbled because you don't have electrolytes in your system. So what I would say, probably, because I've been listening to a lot of Santa Cruz, not a lot, but I've been listening to a couple podcasts that he's in and stuff, and he's like a good advocate on health, and he's very informative. And he was talking to Bradley Martin, I think it was, and he said that was like his 3rd top supplement to take, especially for men who lift. So you boys, I said your boy, meaning me, but also you guys too, need to take electrolytes. Because the harder you lift, the more you burn, obviously, and sodium is impactful. So it's recommended also that you only really should drink it during your workouts also too, is if your workouts are like 75 plus minutes. And today the workout I think was like an hour. So it wasn't long. But I also have the day off today, so I could do whatever I want. But today I'm gonna go down to my hometown and I'm going to do some door dashing today as well. I know I get the day off, but I'm still gonna work. You know how that works. But just to get some moolah still. And it's bad outside because I was thinking, if you don't have to get out, right, and you want food, but you're like, dang, I got a little extra money too. I just got paid for the week. Might as well DoorDash. It is Wednesday? I don't know how many people get paid on Wednesday. I don't think it's very much. But I'd say the best nights to do DoorDash, if I was you guys, would be Friday through Sunday, because usually people get paid on Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday. So, but people get paid sporadically throughout the week all the time. Like, there's some guys I know at my work that get paid Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and they're like, I got paid and you didn't. And it's like, shut up. I'm broke right now. I don't want to hear that. But on terms of the lift today, I can't complain about anything. Everything went smoothly. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain about anything today. Got to see my grandparents today. I always love seeing my grandparents. They're the best. But just chatted up with them, with my dad. Me and him. I have a Costco membership and he doesn't. And he went there with me to just go there, check it out with me when I first got it. And then when I got my membership, he hasn't gone with me since. And today, he got a couple things and just went around. We checked the whole store. Like, he's the type of guy to go to a store and walk through the store and just check things out.
My stepmom is the exact opposite. So when he's not shopping with her, I imagine he's in there for like an hour just looking at stuff. Because there's been times where I've needed stuff before work. Like, let's say he's like, okay, I'm going to the store. Do you need anything? I'm like, okay, can you just get some water bottles and like maybe a protein bar pack if I didn't get that for the week or whatever? And this dude will take 2 hours, and the store's like 10 minutes away. Like, what are you doing? I don't know how y'all are. I get overstimulated in the stores, dude. Like, straight up, bro. Especially if I see people I know. Oh, my Lord. It's like, it's not awkward, but it's just I'm out in public and I'm, like, at the store. The store isn't, like, public spacing talking areas. When I'm out in public, I don't like really talking to a lot of people that I know. And it's nothing against them. It's just my personality. But, like, I'll talk with people. I don't mind it, especially in the moment. But before I see anybody I know, I'm like, gosh, I really hope I don't see anybody I know. Not because I hate people or, you know, it's just I'm out in public. I'm just shopping. I just want to do my thing. There's a reason why I usually wear my AirPods out in public. You know, I'm not saying I'm not a social person, because if you talk to, like, my mom or I don't know, anybody, they'd probably say I'm a social person. But it's just more just like, I'm just, you know, going along with my day, you know. But so me and him, we did that today. And then I hit this leg day with a bunch of carbs in me because he got all of us not Planet Fitness, Panda Express, and he got me a plate, which is like it goes bowl plate and bigger plate. And I always get the bowl, but he got me a plate. I ate that whole thing super fast. It was just orange chicken and chow mein. Dude, I probably had 250 carbs just from that. And then I have 3 packs of oatmeal and milk before I went there too. So I already probably ate like 300 something carbs already to that. Because the 3 packs of oatmeal and then the milk is it's like 110 carbs, around 105 carbs, just like that. So, and that meal is not filling at all. Like, I know there's certain oatmeal packets that are really filling, like the protein oatmeal. But if you just get the regular oatmeal, it's not filling. I get they're not as healthy. Like there's a non-sugary one, but the reason I get they're not super sugary either. They have like 8 grams of sugar per pack, so it's like 24 grams if you do 3 packs. But they have less carbs in them. It's like only 24 carbs, and that's not anything at all for me. Because if I'm eating 2 packs, that's only 48 carbs. Like, I need, like, what do they have? Like, it's 94, so they have, like, it's 32 carbs per pack. That's so much better. And I there's always, like, not a scoop, but there's always, like, bits that I can't get because now they're engraved on the bowl. But, you know, that's my biggest issue with oatmeal, is the cleanup part. That's why if you're not doing that dish right away, and if you don't have a dishwasher, put warm water in that thing. I've learned that the hard way. I remember there was a time where give me a second. I ate oatmeal and got lazy and I forgot to do it. And I was like, oh, gotta do the dishes the next day. Dude, it was the hardest thing in my life ever to do. I was scrubbing that thing. I legit got a forearm, shoulder, tricep, everything workout in that just little span of how long. It was the most intense thing ever. So if you are a person who has oatmeal and you eat it, make sure you clean out your bowl as soon as you can, or put warm water, hot water that'll eventually turn to warm, and then neutral water before you clean it, because that'll make it so much easier for yourself. Yeah, I am tired of this weather, guys. Like, so tired of it. I just want the nicest weather possible. I want summer to be around. I want to be in Florida right now, because it's cold. I don't know about you guys, but it's a lot harder doing things waking up in the morning when you know it's cold outside. Because I'm trying to do this morning routine stuff. And I did stretching today, like mobility work, which is just like dynamic stretches rather than static. So like I'm more loose in my day. just so, I did like, it was like 2 minutes worth. I just think on my phone, I chugged some water real quick, and then I made that oatmeal, and then I went to the bathroom, and then I got on my laptop and watched Attack on Titan. But I want to start in the mornings going outside and just getting fresh breath of air, touching some grass, and then, doing that thing for like 5 minutes or whatever. Maybe take a walk real quick. But when you have to layer up first thing in the morning to go outside, it's like, it's not even worth it, man. So it's like, well, that can't happen, so I gotta wait at least another month or two before I really can go outside with just a hoodie on and shorts, more than that, like 2 months, 3 months. But when this summer thing is done, when this winter thing is done, I'm gonna be so happy. But eventually I'm gonna be moving somewhere warm, possibly North Carolina, possibly south, maybe Arizona, maybe Florida, maybe California. I know there's a lot of bad stuff that goes on with California. Every influencer says they hate it. Unless you're an influencer who, I don't exactly know why people hate California. I just don't live there. That's why I don't know. But there's mountains, there's beaches, it's warm. You can go snowboarding. You could do practically anything in California. You could meet a ton of famous people. You probably can get super rich there. You can get super rich anywhere, but like that place. Oh, there's my brakes. Okay. And that's also another reason why I hate this winter. Driving is a hassle, man. Like, I have to be 2, 3, 5 times more cautious because, for one, everybody's driving slower and just... Okay, I didn't know if he was going to stop. Everybody's driving is much worse. Braking sucks. Everything's slick. There's nothing to be happy about in the winter except Christmas, and guess what? That's over. So now it's just cold. And especially when it gets windy or rainy, oh my goodness. Because winter is painful, man. Because if you're just going outside, let's say you're a person who's never seen snow, or let's say you've always been in a warm environment, and then you randomly just get put in this cold atmosphere where you've always worn tank tops and everything, and then now you have to go to jackets and coats and everything and sweatpants or jeans or whatever, and you're just like, you're outside with shorts and a tank top, and you're like, that kind of hurts. This is weird. This is cold. You've never had to experience that. Lucky. I wish to. There's like one. Why is his eyebrow so much more raised than that one? I got things to say about it. There's my electrolytes for the day. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really put my full effort into researching what electrolytes exactly does. I know it just restores like your sodium that you you're basically replenishing the sodium that your body has taken out from sweat. So, because you need sodium in your life. That is 100%. But Costco's great because they have a 30 pack that'll last me a month. So, just go back each month and buy a pack of that, which is awesome. Because the one thing I hate is things that don't last that long that I have to keep getting every week. It's like, dang, I wish I just had that for, whatever. Now that's why like beef sucks to get and chicken and stuff. It's like, man, I gotta keep getting this stuff. It's like I have no break. But stuff like the IV packs or deodorant or all that kind of crap, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. It's kind of like the I'm tired, I need a shower real quick type of vibe. But overall today, it was a good day. So I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.